The Indian Ocean has long been a crossroads of commerce connecting Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. For centuries its waters carried goods and ideas, shaping civilizations. But in the early 2000s a new threat emerged from the Horn of Africa. Modern cargo ships, once symbols of global trade, became prey for pirates and small skiffs. Piracy, thought to be a relic of the past, returned with a vengeance. This was not the piracy of legend, but a brutal, organized enterprise. Reports of hijacked tankers and supertankers shocked the world. These attacks were not random, they were calculated, targeting vital shipping lanes. The pirates were Somali, products of a nation shattered by civil war and lawlessness. Their rise was a symptom of deeper problems the world had ignored. Using satellite phones and GPS, they operated with surprising sophistication. The impact was global. Insurance costs soared, shipping routes changed, and consumers paid the price. The world could no longer ignore the crisis. Some pirates claimed to be defending Somali waters from illegal fishing and toxic dumping. This narrative resonated locally, blurring the line between protector and predator. But what began as vigilantism quickly became a lucrative criminal enterprise. The myth of the Somali pirate grew, fueled by desperation and opportunity. The truth was complex, neither simple villainy nor pure heroism. Piracy became both a symptom and a cause of chaos. The world faced a new kind of threat, born from the collapse of order. The line between survival and crime vanished on these ancient waters. The age of modern piracy had begun. To understand Somali piracy, you must understand Somalia's collapse. In 1991, the government fell, and the country fractured into lawless fiefdoms. With no police or coast guard, Somalia's long coastline became a free-for-all. Foreign fishing fleets plundered Somali waters, devastating local fishermen. Toxic waste dumping poisoned the sea, fueling anger and desperation. Outraged fishermen armed themselves, confronting illegal trawlers and demanding fines. At first these acts were about justice, not ransom, but the profits from seizing foreign vessels quickly eclipsed fishing. Piracy became more lucrative than any honest work. The original coast guards were soon joined by ex-militiamen and opportunists. Coastal villages like Isle and Hobyo transformed into pirate hubs. What began as retribution evolved into organized crime. The world barely noticed until the pirates targeted major shipping lanes. The lure of ransom money turned protection into predation. Piracy became Somalia's most profitable industry. The roots were in injustice, but greed took over. The transformation was complete. Fishermen became buccaneers. The cycle of exploitation and violence fed itself, unchecked. From 2008 to 2011, Somali piracy reached its peak. Pirates operated far beyond the Somali coast, threatening ships from the Gulf of Aden to India. Dozens of ships and hundreds of crew were held hostage at any time. Ransoms soared into the millions, disrupting global trade. The Gulf of Aden, a vital shipping artery, became a gauntlet of fear. Shipping companies faced soaring costs and tough choices. Piracy imposed a hidden tax on the world economy. Pirate strongholds flourished, with new wealth transforming coastal villages. Young men saw piracy as a path to status and prosperity. Pirates became local heroes, their exploits legendary. Social acceptance gave them safe havens and support. High-profile hijackings like the MV Faina and Sirius Star showed their audacity. No ship was safe, no nation immune. The pirates ruled the waves, and the world was forced to respond. The golden age of Somali piracy had arrived. Somali pirates relied on speed, surprise, and adaptability. Small, fast skiffs launched from larger motherships allowed them to strike deep into the ocean. Armed with AK-47S and RPGs, they targeted slow-moving merchant vessels. Attacks where swift skiffs approached from behind, fired warning shots, and boarded with ladders. Crews, unarmed and unprepared, were quickly overwhelmed. Captured ships were sailed to pirate strongholds where ransom negotiations began. Pirates used English-speaking negotiators and waited patiently for millions in ransom. The process was businesslike, turning piracy into a predictable transaction. Their tactics outpaced early naval responses, making them a regional menace. Piracy became a high-stakes, high-reward enterprise. The world united to confront Somali piracy. By 2008, an international naval coalition patrolled the region. Warships from the US, China, Russia, and others escorted convoys through the Gulf of Aden. Surveillance aircraft and drones hunted pirate mother ships. Rules of engagement shifted, navies became more aggressive, destroying pirate skiffs and prosecuting captured pirates. Agreements with Kenya and Seychelles enabled legal action. The risk for pirates increased, but the vast ocean made total control impossible. Pirates adapted, moving further offshore. The military response contained the threat but didn't solve the root causes. True success required addressing instability and poverty on land. The naval campaign was a stopgap, not a cure. The world learned that security at sea depends on stability ashore. The fight against piracy was only beginning. Despite naval patrols, dramatic hijackings still occurred. The Maersk, Alabama hijacking in 2009 became a global spectacle. The crew fought back, but the captain was taken hostage. A tense 4-day standoff ended with U.S. Navy SEALs rescuing Captain Phillips. The operation sent a clear message: some nations would use force to protect their ships. Other countries launched similar rescue missions, raising the stakes for pirates. The risk of death or long prison sentences grew. Pirates could no longer count on quick release. The era of impunity was ending. High-profile rescues changed the pirates' calculations. Piracy was no longer a low-risk venture. By 2012, Somali piracy collapsed. Successful hijackings plummeted from hundreds to almost none. The turnaround was due to multiple factors. Shipping companies armed their vessels and adopted new security measures. Private guards and physical defenses deterred attacks. International naval coordination improved, disrupting pirate operations. Legal frameworks ensured pirates faced prosecution. On land, modest gains in stability and local policing made piracy less attractive. Communities grew weary of violence and crime. Alternative livelihoods offered hope to young men. The golden age of piracy ended as quickly as it began. Piracy is only one chapter in Somalia's story. Somalia is a nation of poets, with a rich oral tradition and deep resilience. After state collapse, Somalis relied on clan networks and entrepreneurship to survive. The Hawala system kept families connected and economies afloat. Cities rebuilt, markets thrived, and hope slowly returned. Somalia's challenges remain, but recovery is underway. Piracy was a product of breakdown, not culture. True victory is not just ending piracy, but restoring opportunity and dignity. The fight is for a future where young men choose peace over crime. Somalia's real story is one of survival and renewal. The legacy of Somali piracy is complex. It's a warning about the dangers of state failure and global neglect. Piracy forced the world to re-engage with Somalia, changing maritime security forever. Armed guards and international cooperation are now standard in high-risk waters. The Gulf of Aden remains heavily monitored. For Somalis, the pirate era brought fleeting wealth and lasting challenges. Many former pirates struggle to adapt, while some join local security forces. The story is one of desperation, survival, and hard lessons. Piracy revealed the fragility of global systems and the cost of ignoring injustice. The threat has faded, but the root issues persist. The legend of the Somali pirates endures as a reminder: where hope fails, piracy can return. The ocean is quiet, but its lessons remain.